Did you know that nearly 7 out of 10 seniors in the United States never ask their doctor about simple, critical questions that could dramatically extend their ability to live independently at home? It's shocking, but many assume their routine checkups cover everything, when in reality, doctors often focus on immediate health concerns and may not bring up subtle issues that quietly threaten independence. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that small daily tasks, like climbing stairs, cooking, or even getting out of a chair, have become challenging, simply because a few key questions were never asked. Today, we're going to reveal questions that most seniors overlook, questions that could help you stay in control of your life, maintain your freedom, and prevent costly or dangerous surprises. If staying independent matters to you, hit like and subscribe. What you learn today could protect your health, boost your confidence, and ensure you live comfortably on your own for years to come. Aveline Cross is 71 and a retired art teacher who has spent her life sharing creativity and inspiring others. Now, she treasures the freedom of living on her own in her cozy home in suburban Texas. Her mornings often start with a cup of tea by the window, watching the sunlight spill across her garden. Afternoons are spent painting in her sunlit studio, and on weekends, she loves hosting her book club, laughing, sharing stories, and occasionally debating the latest novels. Life feels full, colorful, and meaningful. But recently, Aveline has noticed little changes that remind her independence isn't something to take for granted. Tasks that once felt simple, like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or bending to water plants, now require a little more effort. Sometimes she forgets small things, like whether she locked the door or turned off the stove. Those brief moments of uncertainty leave her with a quiet worry. For someone who has always valued doing things on her own, even small hints that she might need help can feel unsettling. Yet Aveline is determined not to let these changes define her life. She wants to stay independent, active, and fully in charge of her daily routines. Aveline's story is one many seniors will relate to, the tension between wanting freedom and noticing the natural shifts that come with aging. She approaches life thoughtfully, always looking for ways to stay strong, sharp, and safe. She knows that asking the right questions, making small adjustments, and paying attention to her health can make a real difference. Each choice she makes is about preserving her independence and staying confident in her own home. Following Aveline's journey gives a window into what it means to age with intention and grace. Her experiences show that the challenges of independent living are real but manageable. By paying attention to subtle changes, taking proactive steps, and embracing small strategies, seniors can continue living comfortably and confidently. Aveline's story invites viewers to reflect on their own lives, spot opportunities to protect their independence, and feel empowered to take control with dignity, hope, and courage. Question 1. Am I experiencing early memory or cognitive changes? Sometimes forgetting a name, misplacing an item, or walking into a room and not remembering why feels normal as we get older. For Aveline, these little moments began quietly, a paintbrush left in the wrong spot, forgetting whether she checked the mail, or blanking on a word during her book club. At first, she shrugged them off, thinking it was just part of aging. But over time, she noticed a pattern and began to wonder if these lapses were trying to tell her something important, something that could affect her independence if ignored. Memory changes affect more than recall. They can influence everyday routines, like remembering to take medications, turning off the stove, or keeping appointments. Missing small steps in daily life can quietly create risks that compromise safety and independence. That's why asking your doctor, are these memory lapses normal for my age? Or should I be screened for early cognitive changes, matters. These conversations give you a chance to understand what's happening and take steps to stay sharp and independent. When Aveline spoke with her doctor, a simple cognitive assessment revealed subtle changes she hadn't noticed. Her doctor suggested practical ways to strengthen her memory, exercises she could do at home, lifestyle adjustments to keep her brain active, and follow-up appointments to track progress. It wasn't about being old or failing. It was about taking control and protecting her independence. Noticing these changes brought a mix of relief and motivation. Aveline realized that recognizing small lapses didn't mean she was losing control. It meant she could act early. She could continue painting, walking in her neighborhood, and hosting her book club with confidence, knowing she had strategies in place to prevent minor memory slips from becoming real obstacles. Asking this question is about caring for yourself and your future. By observing changes, seeking guidance, and taking action, seniors can continue living safely, confidently, and independently. Have you noticed little memory changes and wondered if they're normal? Have you talked to your doctor about them? Share your story below. Your experience might help someone else take that important first step. Question 2. How can I reduce my risk of falls? Falling is one of the biggest risks for seniors, and it's more than just scary. It can affect your safety and independence. A fall can lead to broken bones, hospital visits, or even make daily tasks harder. For Aveline, this hit home one afternoon when she nearly tripped on a rug while walking to get her morning tea. Her heart raced, and she realized how quickly a fall could change her life. She wished she had talked to her doctor about checking her balance and mobility sooner. Many seniors don't notice the small signs that their risk of falling is increasing. Stiff joints, trouble with balance, feeling dizzy, or changes in vision can all make falls more likely. The good news is these risks can often be prevented. Asking your doctor, "How can I lower my risk of falling?" is an important step. Aveline learned that simple tests, balance exercises, and physical therapy can help prevent falls before they happen. Making small changes at home can also make a big difference. Aveline removed loose rugs, added better lighting, installed grab bars in the bathroom, and kept walkways clear. Her doctor suggested checking her shoes too. Good grip can prevent slips inside and outside the house. These little changes can really protect your independence. What worried Aveline most wasn't just getting hurt. It was the thought of losing her freedom. By taking action early, she felt in control again. She started a short daily routine to improve balance and strengthen her legs, giving her confidence and peace of mind. She also went through her home to fix any hazards right away. This question is about staying safe, confident, and independent. Talking to your doctor, checking your balance, and making simple home adjustments can help you keep living on your own comfortably. Would a balance or mobility check make you feel safer at home? Have you made any changes to prevent falls? Share your ideas below. Your experience might help someone else stay safe. Question 3. Are my medications safe together? As we get older, it's normal to have more prescriptions, over-the-counter medicines, and supplements. Each one might seem harmless, but when combined, they can sometimes cause unexpected and even dangerous problems. For Aveline, this risk almost went unnoticed. She took her blood pressure medication, a daily vitamin, and a joint supplement, each suggested by different doctors or recommended on TV. At first, she felt fine. But over time, she started feeling dizzy, tired, and a little unsteady. She didn't connect it to her medications at first, thinking it was just normal aging. Taking multiple medications, called polypharmacy, is a serious concern for seniors. Even common supplements can interact with prescriptions, increasing side effects, lowering effectiveness, or causing new issues. For example, certain vitamins can increase bleeding risk when taken with blood thinners, and some pain medications can interfere with blood pressure drugs. Left unchecked, these interactions can lead to falls, hospital visits, or long-term health problems. Aveline's wake-up moment came at a routine checkup. She mentioned her morning dizziness, and her doctor asked to review all the medicines and supplements she was taking. Together, they went through everything. Some medicines were adjusted, others had their timing changed, and a few were removed. She also learned about drug-food interactions. Even certain juices or foods can affect how medicines work. By the end, Aveline had a clear medication schedule and understood how to manage her health safely. This wasn't just a medical lesson. It was empowering. Aveline realized that managing medications isn't only about following instructions. It's about protecting her independence, staying safe, and keeping confidence in her daily life. Many seniors underestimate these risks because side effects can be subtle, but small changes in balance, alertness, or blood pressure can increase the chance of falls or other problems. Simple steps make a big difference. Ask your doctor, "Can we review all my medications and supplements together?" Bring a complete list of prescriptions, vitamins, herbal remedies, and over-the-counter drugs. Request a chart or written instructions, and don't assume different doctors are coordinating care. Check in at least every 6 months or whenever a new medicine is added. By taking these steps, seniors like Aveline can stay safe, protect their independence, and feel confident that their medications work together to support their health. Have you ever reviewed all your medications with your doctor at once? Did you find any surprises? Share your experience below. Your story could help someone avoid a dangerous mistake. Question 4. What home adjustments could keep me safe? As we get older, the home that once felt completely safe can hide risks we don't always notice. Hallways, bathrooms, kitchens, and bedrooms may have small hazards that increase the chance of falls or accidents. Aveline realized this one evening while reaching for her tea. A shadowed corner and a slightly uneven rug made her hesitate mid-step, and a jolt of fear ran through her. In that moment, she understood that her home, full of memories and comfort, needed some thoughtful changes to keep her living independently. Small adjustments can make a big difference. Seniors often overlook things like proper lighting, grab bars, or furniture layout, thinking they are only for very old or frail people. In reality, these changes help anyone over 60 move confidently and safely at home. Aveline's doctor suggested brighter lights in hallways and staircases, night lights in bedrooms and bathrooms, removing or securing loose rugs, and adding grab bars near the shower and toilet. These were simple and inexpensive, but Aveline immediately felt steadier, more confident, and less worried as she moved around. Furniture layout and accessibility are just as important. Frequently used items should be easy to reach to avoid bending or stretching, and walkways should remain clear. Small touches like non-slip mats in the kitchen or bathroom, adaptive chairs for dressing, or lever-style door handles can dramatically reduce risk. Each change gave Aveline reassurance that she could continue living alone safely and keep the independence she valued. There's also an emotional side to home safety. Many seniors worry that adding safety features will make their home look medical or institutional. Aveline solved this by choosing stylish grab bars, elegant nightlights, and arranging furniture to keep her space warm and inviting. Safety and comfort can go hand in hand. Asking your doctor about home adjustments is a proactive step for both physical and emotional well-being. It's about staying independent, reducing stress, and creating a home where daily tasks can be done safely. The goal isn't just preventing falls, it's keeping the freedom to live life on your terms, enjoying hobbies, activities, and social time without fear. Would you consider small home adjustments to stay independent? Have you already made any changes in your home for safety? Share your ideas below. Your suggestions could help someone else stay safe. Question 5. Am I doing enough for my mental and emotional health? Maintaining mental and emotional well-being is just as critical to independent living as staying physically healthy, yet it's often overlooked. For many seniors, the social networks that once brought laughter, support, and companionship begin to shrink. Friends move away, retire, or pass on, leaving gaps that can quietly lead to loneliness, anxiety, or even depression. Aveline Cross experienced this herself. After several friends relocated to other cities and a few others faced health issues, she began to notice the quiet evenings felt heavier. Meals were eaten alone, phone calls less frequent, and her once vibrant book club discussions became memories she cherished but no longer participated in as often. She felt a subtle, nagging sense of isolation, a feeling many seniors can relate to but seldom voice. The impact of mental and emotional health on independence is profound. Loneliness can affect cognitive function, sleep patterns, and motivation to engage in daily activities. Anxiety may make simple tasks feel overwhelming, while depression can sap the energy and confidence needed to remain self-sufficient. Aveline realized that ignoring these feelings would slowly chip away at her autonomy and overall quality of life. That's why this question, am I doing enough for my mental and emotional health, is so essential. It's not just about feeling happier, it's about safeguarding the ability to live independently, make decisions, and maintain physical health. During a routine checkup, Aveline brought up her feelings of isolation with her doctor, expecting perhaps a brief reassurance. Instead, her doctor listened carefully and offered practical solutions: local senior programs, social clubs, and volunteer opportunities tailored for older adults. Aveline also learned about telehealth counseling options and group workshops focused on cognitive engagement, mindfulness, and stress management. These small but deliberate actions made her feel connected again, rekindling a sense of purpose and community. She even started attending a weekly painting circle where she met others who shared her interests, blending creativity with social interaction. Taking proactive steps for emotional health also involves creating daily routines that nourish the mind. Aveline began journaling her thoughts, scheduling regular calls with friends, and intentionally seeking out new social connections. She realized that engaging in activities she loved, like painting, walking in her neighborhood, and participating in her book club, wasn't just enjoyable. It was critical for maintaining her independence and self-confidence. By asking this question at every checkup, seniors can ensure their mental and emotional well-being is addressed with the same seriousness as physical health. It's about staying engaged, connected, and confident, building resilience that supports a long, independent life. Have you considered your mental well-being as part of staying independent? What steps do you take to stay socially and emotionally connected? Share your ideas below. Your experience might help someone else rediscover balance and purpose. Question 6. Is my diet and hydration supporting my energy and strength? As we age, our bodies require different nutrition and hydration strategies than in earlier years, yet many seniors overlook how essential these factors are for maintaining independence. For Aveline Cross, this realization came gradually. She loved cooking and had always eaten well, but she noticed that by mid-morning she felt unusually tired, her legs were heavier on walks, and she sometimes struggled to focus on her painting projects. At first, she thought it was just part of aging. But after a conversation with her doctor and a brief nutritional assessment, she discovered that even subtle imbalances in diet and hydration could significantly affect her energy, mobility, and cognitive sharpness. Hydration is often underestimated. Dehydration can cause fatigue, dizziness, and even confusion, which directly impacts safety and independence. Aveline learned that many seniors unintentionally drink less water because they want to avoid frequent bathroom trips or simply forget. Her doctor recommended a simple routine, starting the day with a glass of water, keeping a reusable bottle nearby, and incorporating water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables throughout the day. Even these small adjustments made a noticeable difference. Nutrition, particularly adequate protein and nutrient-dense foods, is equally critical. Aveline realized she wasn't getting enough protein to support her muscles, which play a vital role in balance and mobility. She began adding moderate portions of lean protein, like eggs, fish, beans, and yogurt, to every meal. Combined with colorful fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, these choices not only helped her strength and stamina but also supported her immune system and brain health. Her morning walks and painting sessions became easier, and she felt a renewed sense of energy to enjoy her daily routines without unnecessary fatigue. Additionally, the timing of meals and snacks can influence energy levels throughout the day. Aveline learned to space her protein and hydration evenly, avoiding long gaps that left her sluggish in the afternoon. She also discovered the impact of limiting highly processed foods and excess sugar, which can cause energy crashes and inflammation, subtly affecting mobility and cognitive function. This question isn't just about eating right or drinking enough. It's about empowering seniors to maintain strength, stamina, and mental clarity. Proper nutrition and hydration are tools for independence, enabling seniors to climb stairs, cook meals, engage socially, and pursue hobbies without unnecessary physical limitations. Aveline found that these small, manageable adjustments gave her confidence, improved her daily performance, and reinforced her ability to live life fully on her own terms. Are you aware of how your diet and hydration affect your independence? Have you made any changes that improved your energy or strength? Share your tips below. Your experience could help another senior take control of their health. Question 7. What steps can I take now to stay independent in the future? Planning for the future is one of the most empowering actions a senior can take, yet it's a step that many put off until a sudden health event forces change. Aveline Cross learned this the hard way, not through an accident, but through reflection. One afternoon, while rearranging her painting supplies, she paused and thought, what if one day my mobility isn't what it is now? Or if small health issues suddenly make daily tasks more difficult? The thought was unsettling, but instead of letting it cause fear, Aveline decided to approach the question proactively. What could she do now to protect her independence in the years ahead? Future-proofing independence isn't about giving up freedom. It's about making intentional choices that allow seniors to live safely and confidently in their own homes for as long as possible. Aveline's doctor suggested a combination of medical, environmental, and lifestyle strategies that felt both practical and achievable. Medically, she could schedule regular screenings for vision, hearing, heart health, and bone density, ensuring that potential issues were identified early. Maintaining consistent communication with her healthcare team also meant she could adjust treatments and medications before minor changes became serious obstacles. Environmentally, Aveline began considering modifications that could make her home safer and more adaptable over time. This included flexible furniture arrangements to allow mobility aids, strategically placed handrails, improved lighting in all high-traffic areas, and creating a grab-and-go system for essentials so she wouldn't have to bend or reach awkwardly. Even seemingly small adjustments, like installing non-slip mats in the kitchen or shower, could make a long-term difference. Her doctor also encouraged exploring emerging technologies for seniors, voice-activated devices, medical alert systems, and telehealth options that could support her autonomy without being intrusive. Lifestyle choices were equally crucial. Aveline committed to daily physical activity designed to preserve strength, balance, and flexibility, alongside mental exercises to maintain cognitive sharpness. She also nurtured her social connections, knowing that emotional and mental health plays a major role in independence. By setting realistic goals for nutrition, hydration, and activity, she felt empowered rather than overwhelmed, turning preventive care into a form of self-respect and freedom. Emotionally, thinking about the future initially brought Aveline anxiety, but it quickly transformed into reassurance. Planning ahead gave her a sense of control over her life, eliminating the fear of being unprepared and reinforcing her ability to remain self-sufficient. She realized that every small step she took, whether medical, environmental, or lifestyle-oriented, was an investment in her continued freedom and quality of life. This question is a call to action for all seniors. The best time to safeguard independence is now. Asking your doctor, assessing your home, and committing to small, manageable changes ensures that when the years pass, you remain capable, confident, and fully in charge of your life. Have you thought about future-proofing your independence? What steps are you taking to stay self-sufficient in the years ahead? Share your ideas below. Your insight might inspire another senior to take control of their future today. After exploring all 7 critical questions and taking actionable steps, Aveline Cross experienced a profound transformation in both her confidence and her daily life. The small changes she implemented, ranging from reviewing her medications to adjusting her home environment, prioritizing mental well-being, refining her diet, and planning for the future, cumulatively gave her a renewed sense of control. She no longer viewed aging as a slow surrender of independence. Instead, she embraced it as an opportunity to be intentional, proactive, and empowered in every choice she made. The confidence that comes from preparation and knowledge was palpable in her daily routines. Even small victories, like navigating stairs without hesitation or feeling energized for her morning walks, reminded her that independence is not lost with age. It can be preserved and strengthened with awareness and action. Emotionally, Aveline's journey highlights something incredibly important for seniors. The ability to age independently is deeply tied to hope and self-belief. She discovered that empowerment doesn't come from avoiding the realities of aging, but from confronting them thoughtfully. Each question she asked her doctor, each adjustment she made in her home, and each lifestyle tweak she adopted was a deliberate step toward maintaining freedom, dignity, and joy. This proactive approach also eased underlying anxieties. She no longer feared minor lapses in memory or energy because she knew she had strategies to address them. Her sense of safety, self-sufficiency, and well-being was no longer hypothetical. It was lived and tangible every day. Beyond physical and mental benefits, the transformation had a ripple effect on her social and emotional life. With greater energy and confidence, Aveline re-engaged with her book club, deepened friendships, and explored new hobbies that had previously felt intimidating. Her independence wasn't just about living alone. It was about thriving fully, participating actively in life, and enjoying meaningful connections without hesitation. The strategies she embraced gave her a sense of mastery over her circumstances, allowing her to continue doing the things she loved without compromise. For viewers, Aveline's story is both inspiring and practical. It's a reminder that aging doesn't have to be synonymous with decline or dependency. By asking the right questions, making thoughtful adjustments, and committing to intentional self-care, seniors can maintain their independence far longer than they might expect. Every small step, whether it's scheduling a cognitive assessment, reorganizing the kitchen for safety, or committing to regular physical activity, builds toward a future where independence and confidence coexist. If Aveline's journey inspired you, hit like, share this video with someone who could benefit from these tips, and subscribe for more practical guidance to live independently, age confidently, and take charge of your health and happiness every day. Your independence is worth protecting, and the time to start is now.